businesses that I want to
Oh,
to you guys.
awesome.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, and I have to tell you afterward because Karen has given me an assignment to get Scoop. I know that one.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the Menomonee Falls Public Library Board of Trustees monthly board meeting on Wednesday, March 18th, 2026 at 6 o'clock to order. Next is public comment period, but we don't have anyone here, so we're going to skip over that and go to the consent agenda. Items listed under the consent agenda will be approved in one motion unless any board member requests that an item be removed for individual discussion.
We didn't do roll call.
Gotta do number 2
Oh.
first.
Roll call and
Sorry. And what?
Number 2.
Oh my gosh. All right,
roll call.
we'll go back. Let's go to roll call. Nicole Barker, president.
Ann Lesla, village trustee.
Michael Dibbitz.
John Soper.
Scott Habegger.
Ellen Rohr.
Jacqueline Romer.
All right, next, we want to say thank you to Ann Lesla for her service on the library board. And I got you this, we got you this certificate for
Thank
your
you.
service.
Thank you very much, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thank you. You have been a great asset to this library board. We're going to miss you.
Well, thanks. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you.
Started off a little rocky, but I would say we have done amazing things.
I think so.
Excited to
Yes.
see what happens.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Ann.
Thank you.
All right. We already skipped over the public comment. So now we'll go to the consent agenda. Items listed under the consent agenda will be approved in one motion unless any board member requests that an item be removed for individual discussion. That item can be considered at an appropriate time during the board's regular order of business or under new business. I need a motion to approve the minutes from the February 25th, 2026 regular board meeting and the expenditures for February 2026 in the total amount of $32,548.72.
So move.
Seconded.
All right, got a motion and a second. Any discussion?
Yeah, is there anything related that outstanding in the budget that merits any highlights, or is it just pretty standard?
Pretty standard at this time. Yeah, early in the year, we're pretty much where we're expected to be. So, no.
Is this the time to talk about, I guess we saw that the Waukesha Library Planning Committee, the libraries didn't approve that, correct?
Correct.
So-
We'll be talking about that.
Oh, we're going to talk about that, I'm
Yep.
sorry, okay.
Yeah,
I think that's an agenda item. right?
it's not actually, no, because we didn't know that, yeah. So I can talk about it in my director's report. I have an update for you guys on that.
Okay. Good question. That is a good question, yes.
My first good question.
We could add it in at this time if somebody makes a motion, right? I can go into direction.
Yeah, I can talk,
Okay.
yeah, because I had the meeting about it, so.
Okay. All right, all in favor of approving the minutes from the February 25th, 2026 regular board meeting and the expenditures for February 2026 in the total amount of $32,548.72, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next is the committee reports. First is special projects, outreach, and fundraising committees. Scott, I hear you have some good news for us.
Yeah, so the fundraising for the first floor renovation, last data I have is Friends has over $12,000 in there, and an additional, it's over 5,000 of the matching fund. That we had the match, get 5,000, there's a match, and we achieved that. Friends achieved that this month, so that's great. We have 5 businesses who have said they're going to contribute. I think last time I had 3, now we're at 5. The big one We had offered in sponsorship packages that businesses could sponsor an area of the library, and we have the first one to do that, a foundation. And I'm not going to name the foundation yet because we want to talk to them about how they want to be recognized when, but they are going to be the sponsor for the Print and Copy Center, and that's a $45,000 donation
That's
that we're
awesome.
getting from them. So that's a good one. That's one where we met with them, gave them a tour. They're very impressed, and they're also looking for opportunities to do more with the library or have us go to their, Jackie and others go to the business and sign up library cards and such. So that was a good day.
Yeah.
That was really good. And we continue to contact companies, but that was, we got several, we have still several we are looking to hear back from. Last time we had 4 officially declined, we're now at 5 that have officially declined, so, but good momentum right now. And hopefully you've seen the different videos that have been launched, just talking about parts of the library, and so I think the word's getting out there.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. The Friends matching in March was just amazing. Like, it was so great to see the community support for that and to have our anonymous donor match. Not only the 5,000 that they initially said they would, but the 5,800 that we have already gotten in this month is fantastic. And like, just seeing the interest from businesses and getting the word out about the library and all the services we offer and how many people are coming in the library every day, I think is a big shock to a lot of them. And they're starting to see the value of collaborating with the library, which is awesome. And yes, the first big donation to come in, I'm still
I'm literally
excited
like,
about
call
that.
me.
Yeah.
Yes. Call me now, Jackie.
Yeah, so that was exciting news for sure.
Yes.
And I just want to add to it quick because we started these different committees, trying to think outside of the box a little bit here. And this is just proof that, you know, as you guys continue on, we can continue to make this library greater, but we can be creative in how we get more money in. And I think this will be an ongoing thing. We have so many amazing businesses in Menomonee Falls. I mean, it goes on and on and on. And I think, Jackie, you've done such a great job when people have come in to just display to them, like, yes, not only is this a great donation for the community, but it's such great marketing. There's so many people in the door. And so I do see this continuing. It's not easy. I mean, Scott and Jackie and I will tell you, it's really not easy. And Jackie's really has gone crazy contacting companies. So great job, keep it up.
Thank you, and thanks for all your help with that, Ann. That was a huge help to get this really started. So.
Yeah, well, Scott really did did the work behind getting it all together too.
You were behind me, pushing me every
I'm the idea person, I like to say. Don't ask me to draft any documents.
Ann's a great cheerleader.
Yes.
All right. Next is Finance Committee. We didn't meet last month,
No.
and Tom's not here, so nothing to report on that. Then next we have discuss and consider for approval Policy Review Committee's recommended amendments to Policy 1.02, Library Board Public Comment Period. I need a motion to approve the amendments to Policy 1.02, Library Board Public Comment Period.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Motion and second. Any discussion?
The only change is formatting. We divided it up into smaller paragraphs. Otherwise, the actual content has not changed at all.
Sort of like I do with my emails.
Yes.
Any questions? Nothing? All right. All in favor of approving policy 1.02, library board public comment period, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next is the 2026 capital project building update. And since this one isn't going to a vote, right?
No,
Okay.
no, it's just discussion.
So we don't need a motion.
So, exciting news with the capital project, things are happening. So we've officially started working with Tom Hoffman from the village on getting this project started. The design group that we're working with is working with him to get the exact specs that he requires for the bidding process. So we're gonna be putting the entire project out to bid as one big project, which should be exciting. We're hoping to get that bid as soon as possible so that we can start making more plans. So I've been meeting with Tom Hoffman and we've agreed to be co-project managers. We both like to really be involved in the process. So yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And he has the construction, engineering background, and then I have obviously the needs of the library, things like that. So I think it's gonna be a wonderful partnership. And second in command is gonna be our circulation manager, Pam Kazank, and she just has the wealth of knowledge and decades of experience in this library. So she's gonna be definitely a huge part of this as well. So next up, it's going to be bidding, and we'll keep you guys looped in every step of the way with that and all of that entails. But Tom definitely has that experience behind him to make sure that everything's bid out properly, which is awesome.
I don't know how that guy does it all.
I know.
Honestly, he's in on everything right now.
I know.
He was
So-
even plowing.
Yes, yeah,
He was-
yeah, he does it all,
He's now
so,
director of public works and engineering, and he's out plowing, yeah.
yeah,
Look
so.
at this now.
Yeah, it's going to be an awesome project. We're really looking forward to it and getting the schedule together for exactly when all of this will start. So actual construction will begin the week, actually the day after the election, because we need this room available for the election. So we're not going to have, you know, areas of the lobby cordoned off. So day after the election, we're going to hit the ground running and get this started. And we're guessing right now with rough estimates of the timeline that we're gonna wrap it up in February or March of 2027. So it's gonna be a phased project, but at the entire time, all library services are gonna be available. People may not be able to get into this room or the boardroom temporarily for meeting room reservations, but we'll accommodate them as much as possible. But we're gonna find ways around so that we have no interruptions of service, and we're gonna stay open the entire time, which is really difficult when you're working with the entrances to the building, right? But we've got a great team and it's gonna be fantastic. So things are moving ahead with that. As we head into August, September, October, that's gonna be really the preparation time, and then November we'll be ready to go. So very, very exciting time for us. And I think that's all I have, unless you guys have any questions for me.
Is that timeline the proposed timeline at all publicly available, written somewhere, or is it?
I do have I can send you what I have so we have sections where, you know, the vestibule, the circulation area, and rough timelines based on what we're gonna be putting in the actual request for proposal. So I can send that to you. As we get further down, like step 5, step 6, it's sort of TBD, but I can definitely send that to you.
That'd be neat, thanks.
All right. Any other questions? All right. Next, discuss and consider for approval the allowable cost worksheets. I need a motion to approve the allowable cost worksheets.
Motion, come on, Michael.
Motion.
Second.
All right. We've got a motion and a second.
Let's go.
Any discussion?
So this is just something that you guys have to sign off on every year from Bridges Library System. It talks about our 2025 budgeted actuals for operating revenue that we get from the municipality, from the county, any other funds that we get in, and then what was in the municipal adopted budget for 2026. They use this for budget planning for the future. So it's all approved information from either our annual report or this year's approved budget.
Any questions?
Anything of alarm on it?
No.
No. Doesn't appear to, is my opinion.
All right. All in favor of approving the allowable cost worksheet, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion passed. Next, we got trustee education, evaluating the director.
All right. It's that time of year again already. So the trustee education the chapter goes over how to conduct a performance review, the basis of the performance review. So you're looking at my job description, the objectives that were set forth for me from the previous year. You might recall that I have that Google spreadsheet that everybody has access to where I've been keeping track of any progress on the goals that were set forth for me from the previous year. So I'll send that out to you again. And then also looking at the success of the library in carrying out programs and my contribution to that success. So I encourage you to read this if you haven't already, but then just kind of looking forward to next month as well with the performance review. Last year I worked with Tom pretty closely on that process, so I'll touch base with him on that if that works for you. And just make sure that he is able to get out because you guys did a Google form evaluation for me, right? Each of you did? Okay. Do you want to do the 360 review again this year with my management team? Is that something
Yeah.
you want to do? Okay.
I think we get good feedback
Okay.
from the ones at least that complete it.
Yeah. Okay. So I will touch base with Tom just to see on the timeline for getting all that information out. And then next month, we'll have the closed session for my performance review. Any questions on that chapter?
So
Awesome.
For anyone who wasn't on the board last year, every April we do Jackie's review. So at the next meeting, we'll go into closed session. I think that was your very first meeting, wasn't it? Or not quite,
Not quite.
but you were invited into it, right? Or,
I was at a closed session, but I don't think, it wasn't the review, it was something else.
can't remember. Yes, anyway. So, every April, we go into closed session after the regular board meeting to do her evaluation. So Tom will send out surveys basically for the management staff to complete. They complete it, get it back to us, and then he sends it out to us. And then we do our reviews ahead of time of Jackie. And then we come together during closed session and discuss all of that. And then we'll kind of go over the closed session rules when we get into closed session. Any questions? All right. Next is library board president's report. All I had was about Ann, so we already did it. Next is the library director's report. Jackie?
All right, so statistics are looking really, really good. We are continuing to surpass our circulation milestone, so that's amazing. So in the past 2 months, we have over 78,000 checkouts. Computer usage does continue to grow, so that's something that I'm going to be monitoring throughout the rest of the year, just to see if we need to make any changes to that. Printing as well continues to grow. We're an early adopter of a new software from our software company where people are going to be able to now pay for their print jobs with Apple Pay, Google Pay, credit card. So it's going to be awesome because that's a huge thing. A lot of people aren't carrying dollar bills or change around, so this is going to just make it more accessible for people to print. So we're going to be installing that software in the next couple months. We're also, Wi-Fi usage also continues to grow, and as I get more information, I'm working with few different companies to look at our Wi-Fi system. We need to upgrade our Wi-Fi system to be cloud-based. We need to get new access points. A lot of them are really, really outdated, like 2013. So I'm getting quotes for that, and I will, once I have that information, I'll bring it back to the board to see what we can do with that. Otherwise, I really don't have anything else to point out in the statistics. Coffee shop update, the contract was approved by all the parties, so the village board approved it, so that is officially in effect. So that's good, we got that done with. And then facilities maintenance plan, I pretty much covered with our capital project update. I don't have any further updates for you on the facilities maintenance plan. It's looking like it's gonna be done probably sometime in 2027 when they do the police department expansion, so no other updates on that. And then I did attend a meeting for the Waukesha County Library standards. So the standards did not pass the amount of library boards that it needed to pass based on population, so they're going back to the drawing board with that. Two of the big sticking points for most of the libraries were the FTE reduction and the materials reduction. So they're going to be meeting again. I don't have the updated date yet. I think she might have actually just sent it, so I'll let you know when the committee is meeting again to have those discussions and kind of going back to the drawing board. So, yeah.
Will they be sharing what all the other library boards presented as reasons why
Yeah.
they failed?
I can actually send those to you.
I'd like to see
So I
that.
was sent all of the reasons, just like we put with the reasons why it wasn't approved. So I can send that to you just to get everybody else's perspective.
Were those uniform or no?
There were, well, you mean were the reasons uniform?
Yeah. Like how
Very-
much diversity was there?
Not,
Yeah, okay.
not a lot. A lot of the big sticking point was pretty much the staffing levels and the collection size. So we'll see, but also 8 libraries passed it and I think it was 50-50,
interesting.
or it was very, very similar. So it will be interesting to see what the next steps are with that.
Is that,
6 and 8? Yeah, 6 and 8 maybe.
No, there's 12.
Oh, so 6 and 6,
Six.
sorry.
so I guess it probably is, I just don't know where to look for it. The minutes from that meeting that talk about which library boards approved it and which ones didn't?
The minutes from the directors
From that meeting where it was discussed?
Yeah, I don't have the minutes.
Well,
I can see if there are
I just
any.
want, so that's the reason, I just want to know which library boards thought, oh yeah, this is good, and which ones were like,
Oh yeah,
this
I
is
have
bad.
all of that in an email. I can send
I
those to you.
think that's very informative. to
Yeah.
kind of see the tone of where things are in the county.
Yeah, and it's helpful to know, like, okay, what are we willing to make any adjustments because we understand that other libraries are in XYZ position, that sort of thing. So, yes, I can send you all of that after this meeting.
Cool, appreciate it, thank you.
And then you're gonna bring feedback to the committee, right? She asked you for,
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna try to be involved as much as possible with that, just so that hopefully we don't get to another place where, you know, it comes to us and we're not gonna approve it. You know, I'd like to get that information to them as much as I can, so.
And I'm sorry, Jackie, does the motion just need a majority vote or is it 2/3? or how
It's
does it-
based on the population of
I
the
see.
municipalities,
Yeah.
so like, we have more of a weight in it than
Okay.
Big Bend, for
Sure.
instance, so it's based on the population. It
Okay.
has to be a majority, or is it 2/3? It has to reach some threshold
Yeah,
of
I think
population.
it's more than half of the population, it has to represent more than half the population.
Okay, that's interesting.
It's the electoral college.
Yeah, that's
Is
right,
this-
yeah.
Kind
is this March 25th date, is this like set in stone?
I just got a new email, I just got an email from the director of Bridges with the new dates. So, Wednesday, March 25th at 5 PM, there's going to be a committee meeting. This was previously going to be the public hearing, but they rescheduled it for the committee meeting. That's gonna be held at Waukesha Public Library in Room A. And I will email this to you as well, so you don't have to try to scramble.
Okay.
Monday, April 6th at 3 PM is going to be the public hearing followed by a committee meeting. Location to be determined.
April 6th at what time?
3 p.m. So I just forwarded that email to you guys.
I'll be in warmer weather for that one, unfortunately.
We don't know if it's going to be at Waukesha yet, right?
For the second one, yeah, we
Right.
don't know.
All right. Oh, I can't attend either one. All right, next is Village Trustees Report.
I'm going to go over several items. They will all be on the village website. So please go there. These are a lot of different activities that the village provides that a lot of people are very interested in. Number one, spring leaf collection. Deadline to place leaves in the road is April 12th, and the collection will start April 13th. As we know, last year just really took a toll on leaf collection with the 1 million year rain that occurred. And then the weather came in, and so that was crazy. Then there is number two, curbside brush pickup. And that deadline is May 10th. You must separate the piles. The brush and the leaves cannot be together. It's got to be separated, and the brush stays in the yard and leaves go in the street. So there's a lot of information. I know a lot of people are just going to have to go online and get it all,
Unless you're in good hope.
in case you're taking good notes. Then we have bulk pickup. A lot of people love this one. That's May 4th to the 8th. You are limited 2 items. 2 gentlemen, well, 2 people have to be able to lift the items to put them into the truck. If you want this, you have to call Waste Management, and that number is 262-251-4000. They don't just drive around to pick up stuff. You will have to call.
One more
You
time,
get
that
2
number.
items?
262-251-4000. Limit 2 items.
Okay.
It can be mattresses, a couch. Clear out your junk, everybody. And then we had the annual River Park cleanup discussion. That's going to be April 25th. I encourage everybody to get out and do this if you haven't. I've done it twice. It's a great way to clean up our village. You sign up on the village website, and then they tell you where to meet. I think it's usually at Rotary Park. And then my first year I actually did the library grounds, and you do all different areas in Menomonee Falls. Get your kids can get extra service hours for school. Arbor Day in Bird City, that's going to be April 24th at 10 a.m. at Rotary Park. This is just an acknowledgement that we have this designation. If you want to know why we have this designation, you'll have to go onto the village website and get all the details. And you can get little tree saplings. They're going to hand them out, and you can get those at that time.
After that windstorm, that would be good.
Yes, replace some trees. And then we had the report of the development and community report. That, again, I suggest you go online and look at it. A lot of interesting information, tons of information that came from our comprehensive plan. Menomonee Falls is now at over 41,000 for a population. Our numbers for growth are very high. I didn't write all this down, but when it comes to growth, when it comes to business, safest city, Menomonee Falls still ranks very high. We're doing very, very well on all these lists. I encourage everyone to go on there and look. Thank you.
Thank you. Next we have the school district report, which David did send.
Yep. Yeah, I can just read it. I can paraphrase it, I think, a little bit, or I might actually just have to read it. So the SDMF Community Center grand opening went off well and without a hitch, except we had initially planned to do the ribbon cutting outside on the stairs coming in, but the weather changed our minds. The Menomonee Falls High School robotics coach already reported to the board the following. We ended qualification matches with a rank of 10 out of 34 teams. For alliance selections for playoffs, we ended up being the number 7 alliance captain. We chose 2 teams, team 2143 from Eau Claire and team 537 from Sussex. We played 4 rounds before being eliminated. Currently, we have 11th in the district ranking points. This is important because 32 to 34 teams will advance to the state championship in April. We have one more competition in Appleton on March 21st and 22nd. The North Middle School FBLA team is the 2025-2026 state champions. That's exciting.
Awesome.
This is the school's 10th straight title. We've had numerous individual and group state champions, as well as dozens more who placed in the top 5. David stopped by the middle school on Thursday and personally congratulated both coaches, who are 2 of our younger teachers and who are making a big impact.
That's awesome.
We will be working with a small group of students or teams who voluntarily choose to be involved in the Chi 11 Save a Heart mission. Earlier in the year, we received multiple AEDs from this group at a reduced price, bringing our district's AED total to a desired level. More information about this group can be found at a link that he shared. The data is undeniable that there is a surprisingly higher number of students than many have thought that have some underlying potentially life-threatening heart issues that this program is meant to expose and report to families so that they can do as they choose with their primary doctors. Yeah, very good stuff happening.
We are so good at FBLA. Our high school and our middle school have just endless state championships.
What is this? I'm
Wonderful.
sorry?
It's Future Business Leaders
Oh.
of America,
Okay.
and they compete in different areas. I know my son did it, and his was like a public speaking type.
Gotcha.
Grouping.
Okay.
It's really amazing.
I've seen the clips of the robot.
Yeah, that's
stuff
super
from the
cool.
falls. They're really good.
Mm-hmm. All right, so next is the Library Friends Report, which I know you kind of gave us a little bit on the Friends already.
Yeah, so the money stuff, so that was
Yeah.
cool. Other great stuff is the story walk out here is getting updated to a new book. So that's, I think that was supposed to be this week, but I'm not sure if that's happening. this
Yeah,
week.
I don't think that we were
Yeah.
anticipating.
Yeah, I don't think that's
It's a book for
gonna-
spring, but now maybe we have to wait a couple days for that.
The Give Back event this month is this Saturday at Epilogue Books. 20% proceeds will be going to the Friends. There will be no Give Back in April. I mentioned last time they were thinking about guidelines, or kind of like for these events, Give Back events, who and what type of organizations we want to work with. So they are ongoing with that, talking about it, and have started crafting some ideas around that, which I think is good to kind of formalize that. April 22 is the Friends Firsties book sale. They get the early to come in and get books. And one of the things I learned is that there are like our local professional book buyers who come in early there and are looking at it, and they buy a lot of books. So they move a lot. They book and they really look for good deals, and then might resell them if they think they're really good. So that's a good group, and so that'll be the 22nd. And then also the April 14th, 5 to 7, is the Art Award Show. So if you have walked around the library here and seen the art, it really, some great stuff. So the Friends, I think they've officially picked the winners, and then that'll be on the 14th, that'll be announced. So that's the Friends.
All right, thank you. So our next meeting will be Wednesday, April 15th at 6 p.m. and we are adjourned.